Hello, good afternoon, my dear student from fourth grade. Sorry, today we are gonna begin our 14th week, and I will say the agenda for today. Welcome, reflection, the emotional content, singing a song, the reading parts, time to read. As you can see, it appears a new reading. It's unit number 6 or reading packs or World and Beyond. We are gonna know um, and we are gonna recognize our solar system. We are gonna talk about that, about our galaxy, etc., about our planet, and we are gonna learn a lot. The contents are gonna be art from trash. It's gonna be the content from our student book. The pages are gonna be 52 and 53. It's a new kind of sculpture that we are gonna recognize and practice book, the pages 49 and 50. Finally, I will talk about the evaluated activity that we are gonna have the next week, that is related from art from trash, and at the end we are gonna have the space to question and answer. If you have a question, I will be on chat, and remember that you can interact with me on chat. Thank you.
My dear student from fourth grade, today we are gonna have the week number 14, the 14th week, and we are gonna learn and we are gonna talk about the evaluated activity. Remember that the next week we are gonna have it, and you can use recycled materials. We are gonna talk and we are gonna begin a new reading in our reading parts, and I want you to check it out. The descriptions on the picture of our reading. Be curious. Well, let's start.
Today we're talking about identity. That's kind of a big word, but identity just means who you are. Let me break it down for you. Maybe you're a guitar player, but that's not who you are. Maybe you're really funny. That's not who you are either. Maybe you're adopted, or you really like sports, or you wear glasses, or you're a brother, or a sister, or you like science, or you're an artist. Those things might all be a part of you, but they're not who you are. Because all those little things that are a part of you are just that, one part of you. They don't make you you. God does that. The only real identity you have, the thing that makes you who you are, is this. You're made by God and loved by God. You may feel like you're supposed to be a lot of things, but you only need to listen to God. Because He loves you, He's always with you, and He has a plan for you. Because you're His kid. We all are. So we can trust Him and follow Him wherever He wants to take us. And that, in a nutshell, is identity.
The reflection for today is gonna be try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. As you can see, as you know, the cloudy days, they see dark and you feel uncomfortable. But when you see a rainbow, you feel happy. You have tried to be a rainbow in someone's cloud, in someone's life, with your advices. When the people have problems, you can help them, and you can try to be a support for them. Well, this is the reflection for today. We are gonna continue with our emotional content that is gonna talk about the values that we have to practice daily. Let's continue. Well, the last class we were talking about this song, the Star Spangled Banner. Remember that I was talking to you, I was telling you that this is a part of the national anthem of the United States of America. And today we already know the lyrics we had here. And remember that this is the sum of the last reading that we got. It's on page, I will show you, page 104 of your reading patch. We are gonna listen to the song and try to sing up your hum. Let's listen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly at the twilight's last gleaming, cross stars and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gathered rockets red gleam, the bombs bursting in air gave proof the night that a flag was there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, we continue with the new reading of our reading patch. It's gonna be page 64 or Word and Beyond. Let's open page 64. We are gonna talk about the keywords. Well, here we are, or Word and Beyond. As you can see here is page 164 reading packs, and we have the keywords. Look at the keywords because this is going to be related with the prediction, universe, solar system, galaxy, orbits, revolution, gravity, axis, phases, asteroids, comets, constellations, astronomer. And we have the predicted part. What is the predicted part? We have on page 64. It says, look at the prediction. Look at the prediction. We have three questions. The number one, what does the title tell you about the passage? What does the title tell you about the passage? What is the title? Or Word and Beyond that we are going to talk about? Or planet. As you can see here the picture, the Earth is this is our home. Look at the other planets of our solar system. Number two, what clues does the picture give you about the passage? Look at the passage, look at the picture of this passage. What does the picture tell you? That we are going to talk about dinosaurs or that we are going to talk about solar system? Hey, that we are going to talk about the solar system. And finally, what do the keywords tell you about the passage? The keywords, we have universe, solar system, galaxy, orbits, etc. And we have these keywords. And these keywords tell us that we are going to talk about our solar system, or galaxy, or Earth, or planet. And we are going to talk about moon too. You can discover every picture of this unit. You can be curious and try to check out the clues that the pictures are going to tell you. Well, I want you to look at the picture that you have on your book. Look at the sun. The sun is bigger than Jupiter. Jupiter is bigger than Earth. Yeah? And we can compare all these planets. We have the sun is the biggest in our solar system. It's the biggest star in our solar system. But imagine that we only have life, we already discovered that we have life on Earth, on this little point that is here. Mercury, it doesn't have light because it's very near, it's very hot, because it's very near of the sun. Venus is hot too. In air we have light, Mars we don't have any light, and these are known like rocky planets. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, there are gas planets. And this is the coldest planets in our solar system, because as you can see, it is very far. Look at the distance, it's very far. Well, and the humans only traveled around our solar system. The distance is like this to this because, sorry, from this to this because they only traveled to the moon. Imagine is the double if they want to travel to Mars. Well, I want you try to be curious, look at the pictures, and the next class we are going to continue and begin with the reading. Let's start the class in our student book and we are going to talk about different sculptures. Let's discover. Well, here we are on page 52 student book, and we are going to have a content from CLIL, and this is related with the subject of art, that in Spanish is like the subject that teacher and a teacher. Well, and what we have here, reading match the crowd with the text. We are going to use the student resource book. The crowds are going to be 4A. I will give you time. 4A, and it says, art from trash. Traditionally, artists made sculpture from stone, marble, metal, glass, or wood. But in the 20th century, some artists started using trash and other everyday objects to make art. This new type of sculpture was cheap, and it was good for the environment too. At the time, many people thought the sculptures were ugly or shocking, but now they are in museums and they are worth millions. I am giving you time to find the sculptures that appears on the crowds. In the first sculpture, we are gonna read the description. Bicycle wheel, 1913. Marcel Duchamp was one of the first people to make sculptures with everyday objects, such as this bicycle wheel and stool. Look at the cutouts, and I will give you time to cut and attach here. I'm giving you time. Number 2. The Sorcerers, 1961. Routinely recycle all metal and machines in his complicated sculpture. They often had moving parts and made strange noises. Well, the second sculpture is the Sorcerers. I'm giving you time to find and attach on the number 2. Wow, number 3. Proceeding vertical. 1985. Giuseppe Pernoni used bark and other natural objects to connect man with nature. He never worked with plastic. He never works with plastic. Well, I will give you time to attach the number 3 Procedure in vertical. Do it. Well, then when we have underline 7 materials in the text, 7 materials. For example, bicycle wheel is one material. Complete, underline. Number 2, complete the mind map, then create more mind maps in your notebook. You will create 2 more mind maps. From the wood, what can we do? It comes from the tree. We can make chair, we can make a table, and it helps the environment. This is a mind map. It's related all with wood. And then we are gonna talk about our evaluated activity. Next class we will watch the video, but I want you to check it out. It says find the objects and materials in the pictures. This is not gonna be the evaluated activity. I will explain what are we gonna do. Plastic bottle, bottle cap, carton, pipe cleaner, paper, jar lid, plastic bag, cardboard, and jar. And as you can see there, we have a lot of animals. We have a fish, we have a lion with recycled materials. And it says, look at the lion and circle the correct options. This sculpture is a lion. It has a lid or an earphone. You will take your time. A lid or an earphone. A lid. It's a tapa de botella, yeah? Lid for a nose and paper or a jar for whiskers. Paper or jar. Jar. Its face is a bottle cap or a bag. I think that is a bottle cap. And its ears and tail are made of yarn, pipe cleaners, and its mane is made of colored. Its mane is made of colored cardboard or paper. Look at this. It's a colored paper. Well, here we are on the evaluated activity project. Make an animal sculpture with trashes such as plastic bottles or containers, bottle caps, jar lids, cardboard boxes and tubes, styrofoam containers, empty toothpaste tubes, pieces of metal, OCDs, paper clips, glue, and scissors. This is gonna be the next evaluated activity, for the next week. And you will choose wherever any material that you want to use it, but it have to be recycled material. You don't have to go to the market and buy expensive things. No, as you can see here, for example, this fish is made from plastic bottles. This lion uses a lot of materials. This worm or this cat is using another kind of material. That is gonna be the evaluated activity, and you will describe it, which materials you use it, and what animal is it. Well, we are gonna change to our practice book page 49 and 50. Let's check 49 and 50. Here we are. If you have a question, for the evaluated activity, please try to do it, because we are not going to have any time to give you. And if you have a question, you can contact me. Well, put the steps in order and then number the pictures. I will change this. Well, my name is Henry also. I am an ice sculptor. Basically, that means that I made a sculpture from very large block of ice. I have made sculpture of everything: animals, landmarks, famous people. In fact, last month I made a life-size sculpture of a Beyoncé for her birthday party. Anyway, here is now you get started. What do you think that he makes first? To make it look cooler, put flowers or leaves into the water. This is number one. You can put here number one. Sketch the design first with a nice peak. Leave the molten water in a large freezer for at least 48 hours. Put water into the mold, don't fill it completely because remember ice expands. Then use a chainsaw or a chisel to finish off your sculpture. Voila! Turn the mold upside down, then ice should slide out. Well, you will correct, you will write all the steps in order. Then here we have some vocabulary. For example, this is yarn, yarn, yarn. You will find, you can use your student book to find it, and plastic bottle. You will write correctly. Scramble the words. Bottle cap. Plastic bag. Pipe cleaner. Jar lid. And here we have famous sculptures. You will read the description and you will write the number of every sculpture. Well, if you have a question, remember you can ask me on a text message to 64238475, or you can send me a text, an email to my email address of Oscar020189@gmail.com. I believe that you comprehend. I think that you comprehend your class. If you have questions, I will be here on the chat.